What's up, Cruise family?
It's your girl, Siani.
It's your boy, Christian.
And today we are back with another video.
Grab a snack and come cruise with us.
So today, we are doing a story time. We're going to be talking about the time that Christian almost fought my coworker. This one over here, Mr. Tough Guy, almost got into it with my coworker. I'm not gonna be naming names or locations and stuff like that, because then people that know us and know me personally will start piecing things together. So I had just graduated out of high school, and I was working my first official job. I got hired at this spot because I was supposed to be there temporarily. The lady that I was covering had just went away for maternity leave, so I was there for about 3 months. So Christian and I were boyfriend and girlfriend. We were dating for about 2 years at that point, about 2 years, with a little ups and downs, a little on and offs, but nothing official. Every single time we would break up, we would get back together like within the day or so. It was like kids stuff. Like I was still in high school, I was immature and stuff like that. This issue ended up making us have our actual official breakup.
Yeah.
Like me and him, we always broke up here and there, but it was never like official, like where everybody knew about it. Like everybody. When I mean everybody, I mean like it was like official. Like,
let me put a disclaimer out there. I don't normally do the ons and off. Like once we're done, we're done. But with this one, for some reason, I couldn't help myself. But, you know, look at that face. How can I not get back with her?
That's true. Our relationship was very adventurous, to say the least. It was definitely a unique one. But anyways, back to the story. So this guy, like I said, I was a scanner. I got hired as a scanner. I was just scanning documents. That's it. That's all I was doing, just scanning documents all day. Anyways, I got a promotion to scan documents, but for a higher department. So while I was scanning for that department, I was moved into an office. He was the scanner for that department. He was also going to be receiving a promotion to move as an assistant within that department, and I was going to take over his job. So me and him had to work really, really close together to scan. It was an office, and it was just me and him in that office all day.
It was, mind you, it was only the two of them in this tiny little office with like one computer and like 2 desks.
It was 2 desks, 2 chairs. But one of the desks was connected to the computer.
Everybody else is on the other side. There's like a kitchen in between, and everybody's on the other side.
Well, no, because remember where I used to scan, that little thing was right on the outside of that room, and there was the 3 ladies inside of that office.
Yeah, but
it was the 3 ladies inside of that office. We were not like by ourselves, and then there was an entry door right there where everybody used to come in all the time, like literally. Hell, that's where he used to come in.
Snuck up on a couple of times.
Yeah, he did. Like I said, I was young and immature, and me and him were just boyfriend and girlfriend. We were not engaged, we were not married. And honestly, I can be very honest, and this is something that he knows about me. I was never the type to be faithful. And that's just honesty. Like, I'm just gonna put that out there. I was young. I was not too holy, and my parents were very, very strict, especially within the Christianity. They were very, very strict. It was not a religion for them. It was a lifestyle. So I was very, very how would you say, like clinked. Okay, like I couldn't do I couldn't do much. So when I managed to get my own job, I was making a good amount of money. I didn't pay rent. I didn't have any of that stuff. Hell, I even had my own car. So it was a lot for me to handle that quick. And he was the first guy that I had officially been faithful to. The only guy that I officially been 100% faithful to. So it was an accomplishment for me, and I was proud of it. And me and him were in love. I'm not gonna say we weren't. We were definitely in deep love, like deep love. Like, he was my best friend. We would talk for hours, like hours, about the dumbest things. So my relationship with him was slightly toxic as well, because of how close we were. Realistically speaking, we couldn't really do anything without each other. Like, everything we did, it was Siani and Christian, Siani and Christian, Siani and Christian. It became toxic. We depended on each other a lot for a lot of different things. So once this guy entered my life, he came in as just a coworker. Hell, I even brought him to church with me once. And, you know, I thought everything was cool. I, as a female, thought that I was being normal. In his eyes, I was leading him on. I didn't feel like I was leading him on. I thought that I was just being the normal me.
I get jealous. I'm not gonna lie. I get jealous.
He used to be very bad with his jealousy, but then he changed. He doesn't really get jealous like that anymore. He doesn't really care much.
I try to balance it out. I try to be a little bit more understanding. But you gotta, as a man with a woman, you know, wife or girlfriend or fiance, you gotta be aware of certain things, you know. So I try my best. Like, I'm gonna say before, the difference before and now is before I didn't trust you at all. No, I trust you now.
Oh.
I'm saying, like, it was a process. So, like, before I came back into a relationship with you, I had to tell myself, like, there's certain things in life that is not what it seems, you know? So I need to be able to trust you with things. Like, things happen in life, you know, for instance, like you said, he was just training, whatever, you know? But at the same time, I have to be aware of other men and their plans. People always, what's that word? Scheming.
I'm a girl.
People are always scheming.
I can see certain situations before they happen, but this is definitely one for the books. I wasn't expecting this one. One day, we worked the whole day. Everything was cool. Me and Christian were on great terms at that time. And I was leaving, and he was staying late. He used to smoke cigarettes, so he went into the basement of the building of our job, and he went in there to go smoke a cigarette. Now, the elevator was a 2-door elevator, so when you're going straight down to the basement, it would open up on one side, and when you're going home, it would open up on the other side. You just had to press the correct buttons. So I was leaving, he wasn't in the office, I was off the clock. I didn't know that he was in the basement. I thought he had left. Now, at the same time, he was very well known within the company, so it could have very much so been that he could have been on the other side, because the building had 2 sides. He could have been on the other side talking to his friends or his coworkers, because, like I said, it was after hours. But he was in the basement. So when I get downstairs, now that I'm leaving, I'm pressing the button to come out, and he's pressing the button to come into the elevator, but from the opposite side. So both doors opened, right? So he goes, "Where you going?" I'm like, "I'm leaving." He goes, "All right, come through this way, because you can." It was like a drive-through there, where you could have also opened the thing. He was like, "Oh, it's open, so just come around. That way you don't have to, like, go up the stairs and go outside. Because for you to exit out, after you exit out the elevator, you have to walk up the stairs to go outside." So I was like, "All right, cool." So as I'm coming out to go out through the drive-through, he was like, "Hey, you know, give me a hug." So I gave him a hug, and I was like, "All right, goodbye. I'll see you later. I'll see you tomorrow, whatever." He kissed me. It caught me by surprise. So I didn't react in a way of, I didn't smack him or punch him or anything like that. I did push him away, but I didn't get physical with him. It was just kind of like, "Whoa, what are you doing?" Like, "Oh my God," like, "What the hell?" And he was like, just, goodbye kiss or whatever. And I was like, "Yo, like, you tripping, like, that was wrong of you," like, and I left. On my way home, I'm thinking, and I'm like, "Yo, should I tell him? Should I not tell him? I didn't do nothing wrong. Like, it wasn't me. Like, what should I do? Oh my God, like I'm freaking tripping out here because this is the first man that I've been faithful to, and I'm just like, yo, like I didn't do nothing wrong here, like yo, like I'm sweating in my pants, guys, like I'm tripping, cause he's always made it very, very clear to me that he does not tolerate cheating. So it's like, you cheat on me, I'm done with you. I mean, now that him and I are married, it's a little bit different. But then we were just boyfriend and girlfriend, and I'm like, yo, like he's just gonna freaking leave me, like he's just gonna dip. So I'm freaking out. I get home and I call him.
I'm like, what's up? You know, that was my mistake. I should have picked you up. I don't even remember why I did it.
You were playing video games.
I was playing video games. I was at home chilling.
The way he normally was,
but then
always.
Wasn't I? No, I didn't come home from school.
No, you weren't in school yet.
Was that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah. No, I went the next day because the next day is.
Yo, I think you did like 2 days out of the week. I think it was like Tuesdays and Thursdays.
Yeah, but I was still working.
Yeah, you were working at the night.
Yeah. So I was at home.
School yet.
So I mean, I learned my lesson from that one. You know, to be present.
And it was winter time, so it was dark. Like it was dark outside. So he should have been there to me.
Yeah, I should have been there.
But he was
so
home.
that was my bad.
He was playing his video games, you know. So I get home, I call him, you know, he's like, yo, what's up? I'm like, what you doing? You know, he's like, play video games. I'm like, I gotta talk to you. He's like, what happened? And I was like, you know, such and such person, Mark. I hugged him goodbye and he kissed me.
I was tight.
Like the phone just went like silent. Like
I was like,
we didn't argue, we didn't nothing. Like
I was trying to like process it because I'm like, oh my god, yo, like, are you kidding me right now? For me, it's like that's like one of them things that like it hit hard. Like it's just like a punch in the gut. It's, ah. So I was just like, you serious? Like. I was just like, yo, you serious right now? She's like, yeah, you kissing me? I'm like, she's like, no, but before even that, you was like, listen, I gotta tell you something. Please don't
get mad.
Don't get mad.
You're not gonna get
don't
mad.
break up with me. You gotta promise me you not gonna break up with me. You gotta promise. I'm like, already, I already
He
feel
actually
it.
promised.
I'm like,
he promised that he
all right,
wasn't gonna break up with me.
I ain't gonna break up with you. Alright, go ahead. So she told me, and I'm just like, I don't even remember how that conversation.
You said the first thing you said to me was, "And what did you do?"
Yeah. I was like,
and I was like, nothing.
Like, you ain't hit him with nothing. Like, yo.
I was like, I pushed him away. He was like, that's it. I was like, oh my god, like I was so nervous, guys.
We've talked about, this is a situation we've talked about. We've worked through it.
Obviously, we wouldn't be putting it out there if had it been something that still affects us. Like, it's not an open wound. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's something that we've healed and we've overcame. Clearly, this was boyfriend and girlfriend days. We're now married, so we had to have overcame that.
Yeah, this is one of, like, I've been cheated on before, so.
No, not by me.
Not by her, no. So I've been like, you know, it's over and done with. Like, that's it. That's just how I dealt with it. That was it. You know, I'll move on. So this situation, though, like I said, was a little different. I didn't do a lot of the on and offs. That wasn't me. So her, me not reacting in that way and me keeping true to my word and not break up with you, you know, it was hard. Mm-hmm. It was really hard for me. I was like fighting with myself.
Almost every day, it was like a constant battle for him. Like, after that situation happened, our relationship was like never the same.
Yeah, I was just like, I was still processing it after it happened.
Like, you can clearly see that he just wasn't all there. A couple of things happened after that. So anyways, the following day,
I had to go to school. And me going to school, I usually left early enough because
he would.
It was like perfect. Like I could come have lunch with her,
mm-hmm.
and then when we're done with lunch, I have enough time to still make it to school early. I still had like an hour to spare.
Yeah.
So I would take that time. I would come, we would chill, eat lunch, and I would go to school. So
this day was a little bit different.
This day, I remember she came downstairs,
and I was going into the store to get something to
And
eat
I had
from
my
the
school
store.
gear on. I had my workout gear on that day because we were gonna work out. So I was like, he came downstairs.
And he walked outside.
Did he go into the store?
No.
He went to another store.
No.
He went
You
to the
and I were
Quiznos.
in the store, yeah.
We went to the store. I think he went to Quiznos.
And he was walking past and you saw him.
Yeah.
You
And
saw
I
him
said,
walking
yo.
past. He was like, stay in the store.
I said, stay. So she goes, no, babe, don't. I said, nah, stay in the store. And in my mind, as I'm walking to the door, mind you, all this is happening, like, I'm thinking, like, yo, there's mad cameras. You know, I'm going to be starting a career soon. I don't want to get her fired over some nonsense. I walked up to him, and I was just like,
I wasn't there, so I don't know the
yo,
conversation.
I'm trying to remember what I said to him. I was like, yo, is there something wrong with you? Or something like that, I think. And then I was like, yo, did you kiss my girl? And he was like, yeah, it was just like, you know, it happened. I was like, yo, that's my woman. I said, don't ever do that again. I was like, yo, you lucky. It's taking everything in me right now to not do something to you. I said, you can go, but don't ever talk to her, look at her. Like, don't do anything to my woman. I was like, just leave. I was like, just leave. That's it. I came back in the store. She's like, you okay? I'm like, nah.
I was like, what happened? What happened?
I didn't even know what to
Asking
say.
him what
I was just
happened.
like, yo, don't.
And he wouldn't tell me what happened. And I was just like, oh my God, I have to go back upstairs and I have to go back in a room with this guy. Like, what the hell? It was like, my mom had gotten me that job. How do I quit? How do I leave it all for a boyfriend? Like, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow between me and Christian. I don't know where I'm going to be. At this point, it's a situation of, well, you're just going to have to trust that nothing is going to happen between me and him. Because I had to continue to work with this guy within the same room. Like, we're not even within the same company because the company was pretty big. But it was literally a room.
I only remember one floor because you went to the other side.
Mm-hmm. So it became awkward between me and him for a couple of days. Then things just kind of like bounced back to normal. He apologized, you know, and we just kind of kept it strictly work. But at that moment, I knew he grew feelings. Like, I knew that for him, it was more than just a kiss. I know that for him, it was more than just work. But I already had a boyfriend. You get what I'm saying? But it was a constant reminder. Like, he did remind me. Like, he was just kind of like, listen, if he leaves you, like, in other words, I got next. And I'm just like, this is not a line type of thing. You know, so it was just weird. It was very weird. It was very uncomfortable and very weird. And I had never seen him like that because he's usually very passive. So to see him get to that point, I had only seen him get to that point one time before. After that situation, after he confronted him, like I said, a couple of days were just cold, but things bounced back to normal. He had a conversation with me where he apologized, and he just also let me know, like, you know, like I said, if you and him break up, I'm here. I have no problem, you know, being with you. I like you, I want to be with you. And it's just kind of like, okay, well, that's just never gonna happen. Me and him were good, but not really. He had like this front, and I can sense it all the time. Like, he was just doing foul stuff to me. Like, after that, oh my gosh, our relationship just went, it was so bad, guys. It got so bad. But one thing I can say is that once me and him broke up, a lot of people just thought that it was a part of the on and off and didn't know that it was actually something that had happened. I didn't even know that all of that had to do with the fact that he couldn't get over the kiss. I found that out way later. Like, once me and him got back together, was that I found that. And we didn't get back. That breakup was like almost a year and a half. That was like the longest breakup ever.
Yeah, it was as I've explained to her, I can admit that I wasn't too right in my head. When that situation happened, it was just like, like I couldn't sleep. I would be having like nightmares. I would just be like, there would be all types of just like thoughts like running through my head, you know. And I was literally fighting with myself every day to try to like get over this thing. And I didn't
to stay with me.
And to stay with her. And I didn't have anybody to talk to. She's like legit the only person I have to talk to right now, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I tell him to get friends, but
I guess I could kind of talk to some other people, but not like to the extent in which I can talk to her. I'd rather just kind of like keep it inside. But I think I process it better now, especially since I'm able to talk to her and I feel more comfortable talking to her about it. But before, I didn't feel comfortable talking to her about it. I didn't feel comfortable talking to anybody about it. And
nobody knew.
Yeah, it was just something that was just like...
Because he wanted to keep me from being looked at bad, because people already had this idea of who they thought that I was. And I guess in that sense, I allowed him to take somewhat of the blame once we officially broke up, because I didn't know what we were breaking up for. I was unaware. He didn't let me know, hey, I can't officially get over what happened between you and Mark. So due to the fact that I can't get over that, it's over. And when me and him broke up, it happened in such a weird way. His brother actually had broken up with his girlfriend right before he graduated. So he was in school this whole time, preparing to become an FDNY worker. His brother was already in the career, and right before his brother graduated, his brother broke up with his girlfriend. So he had told me, and we discussed it, we talked about it, I'm like, that's crazy, like, don't do that to me. And he was like, I'm not, why would I? I would never do that to you, like, you know, da 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 da. What does he do? He breaks up with me right before his graduation. His graduation was that Monday. He broke up with me that Wednesday. I went to go do my hair. I wasn't getting no cute. When I went to go do my hair, he broke up with me over the phone. It was just like, I was like, okay, so you want to break up? He was like, yeah, we should just break up. I was like, okay, you sure? He was like, yeah. His phone was silent. He was like, all right, I'll talk to you another time. Hung up the phone. Didn't hear back from him. I texted him, I called him, I reached out to him. Nothing. At all. It was mute. He would not answer me. He would nothing. So I reached out to his mom. She said that she spoke to him, and what he told her was a bogus ass story. That Monday he was graduating and she told me to show up, and I didn't show up because I didn't feel like he wanted me there. I mean, eventually life happened and I moved on. He moved on, but he came back.
I came back.
He literally came back. I didn't.
Yeah, I did. I mean, before
he literally came back.
There's a lot of things going on after that, but the last time that led us to getting married, before I officially spoke to her again, I had a conversation with myself, and I spent a lot of time on the road at my job just driving, and a lot of time I would just be thinking, talking to myself. And one of the things I said to myself, I said, yo, if this is gonna be it, this is gonna be it. It's not gonna be no more of everything that you was experiencing before. You gotta trust her. You gotta love her. You're not. There's gonna be no on and off. You're not gonna be playing this game with her no more. So if this is it, this is it. You wanted to win it. So obviously,
I was dating someone.
Yeah, you know, but that was what
I was happily in a relationship.
That was some light work though. So.
He came into my life as a friend.
Nah, like I said,
he
everybody.
came into my life as a friend.
All these guys out here scheming.
How you taking your pillow?
I'm just saying. All these guys out here scheming. You gotta scheme sometimes. Nah, it wasn't my intention to be with her
Off the rip.
off the rip. I
You
actually
came
just
in as
wanted.
a friend.
I was coming from a place of like forgiveness. You know, when I found out that she was in a relationship, I was like, cool, I respect it and everything. And I just wanted to be a
He
friend.
didn't respect it though.
You sure?
You didn't. You were doing way much more than friend stuff.
I mean, you didn't make it seem like you.
You had a motive.
You think so?
You had an objective as to why you came back into my life. You didn't come back into my life because you wanted to be my friend. You came back into my life because you wanted to be with me. You just came in back as a friend and you worked your way into a boyfriend status. Came back extra romantic. He came back extra nice, extra flirty, extra giving. He will pop up with random gifts, random flowers, just random stuff.
I was working. I think I was just. Yes, I was being a friend. I was trying, but I was also. I feel like trying to just get your forgiveness, like, because I felt like
Because
it wasn't fair to you.
The way that he did it very dirty. Like I said, he just disappeared off the face of the earth. Like, it was just a situation where I didn't know what was going on in his head. I had no idea that this is the reason why you're leaving me, because you can't get over what happened. I'm thinking I did something wrong. I'm thinking you don't love me. I'm thinking it's all me. I had no idea that it had to do with something that happened months prior. You get what I'm saying? So he kept his promise because he didn't want to break up with me in that moment. But he had to be true to himself, which is, once you cheat on me, we have to end. So he did what he did. He broke up with me, and that's just what it was. A lot of people had no idea why we ended, because I had no idea why we ended. But that's just, it was what it was.
Yeah, I was just a different.
But it was hard. It was hard, but I never expected to see that side of him. Like, I never thought that he would.
I never thought I
go
was that
and
type of person.
confront someone. It was crazy. Like, my heart almost like fell onto the ground. Like, I thought it was gonna fight. Oh my god, I thought it was gonna fight, guys. Yo, it was crazy. It was crazy.
It was weird.
It was
It was weird. But now we're here. It's a much better situation to be in.
Yo, we have mad stories. We got mad stories. If you guys enjoyed this though, let us know. Give this video a thumbs up, like, share, and subscribe.
Comment down below. Get involved. Let us know your thoughts. If you have ideas for video or content, let us know.
Which I want to see.
Which I want to see. Yeah. So,
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
yeah, you gotta share these videos. We gotta get these views up.
Because the cruises are lit.
Man,
Yeah, y'all gotta get these views up. Y'all like dying down. What's up with y'all? Y'all gotta get these views up. We have a goal. Come on, now. Come on.
let's go. Yeah. I'm glad we're together now, honestly.
Well, you better be. The hell?
That was rough. That was rough times.
Yeah, well, it's okay. Like, share, and subscribe. Like I said, tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. And thank you for watching. We'll be back with more videos. And as me and my white chocolate husband always say,
Thank you for cruising with the cruises. Peace.